You know, the reason are you getting an Xbox or a PlayStation is even a question these days is because Xbox didn't flop. Back in the early 2000s, the Xbox was far from outselling the PS2, but the fact that it sold 24 million copies against two great competitors was quite impressive. The PS2 was cheaper, could play DVDs, and had a great selection of games. Xbox would need a game so good and so revolutionary for its genre to even have a chance to sell and create a legacy of future generation consoles. Well, in order for a first-person shooter game to be truly groundbreaking in 2001, it needs to boast an excellent single-player campaign as well as an equally solid multiplayer, which could boast split-screen and local play. Halo C went above any expectations with this one. Let's talk about the campaign first. I'll be getting most of my footage on the easy and normal difficulties, and each difficulty does present its own challenges, so if you want to see my analysis of completing Halo C on the hardest difficulty, Legendary, click this pop-up. You begin your journey 500 years into the future as Master Chief, aboard a UNSC ship which has just been boarded by the evil collective species of aliens, the Covenant, who worship the ancient species of Forerunners and their creations, the Halo Rings. The Halo Rings contain the Flood, which are a highly infectious species that kill everything. However, the Covenant does not know this and could potentially destroy the galaxy. I won't spoil any more, but I had a good time playing it years ago when I couldn't even understand the story. For a game of 2001, Halo C has outstanding level variety. You'll start the first mission under attack against the Pillar of Autumn, which is a fairly linear level, but it's a good introduction to game mechanics and certain weapons, like using a flashlight in the dark, or realising that pistols have headshot capability, where they instant kill enemies. Once you've completed this fairly linear level, you're introduced to the complete opposite, an open area choose your way to play level, set on the Halo Ring. I truly believe that this mission alone could solidify Halo C as being one of the most groundbreaking shooters. There are so many unique things in this level, like being introduced to vehicles like the Warthog which you can drive or gun for, triggering checkpoints by talking to NPCs, choosing which order you complete mission objectives, and even consequences of killing friendlies. I mean, this is pretty basic stuff now, but Halo C played a big part involving shooters. There are some other great missions as well, like 3 for 3 Guilty Spark, which focus about the infectious species the Flood, which are contained on the Halo Ring, or the controversial Flood-infested The Library, which unlike the other missions focuses on staying on the move, especially on the higher difficulties. The Halo series, particularly the first few games, have quite a reputation in the speedrunning community, and Halo C is full of weird tricks that will let you speedrun easier. For example, activating this door switch twice in the mission 2 Betrayals will let you despawn all the enemies in the area so you can safely grab the Banshee. The multiplayer isn't online multiplayer as such, but Halo C boasts extremely fun split screen action, and you can also use the system link to join a game with a nearby Xbox. Then you can enjoy classic maps like Blood Gulch and Hang 'em High, with classic game modes like Slayer or Capture the Flag. It's fair to say that a lot of Halo C's dumb physics and gunplay, like the overpowered 3-shot kill Magnum, do not hold up well in today's age, but this makes the game way more fun, as a game like this is really just classic couch co-op fun. The game's multiplayer has translated fairly well onto the MCC and is great to play online with friends, and this is where I'm getting all the clips of this video. Halo C might not hold up today as one of the greatest shooters, but considering the time of release, as well as the legacy it's left behind for FPSs, I can excuse most of its faulty bugs and issues. Halo C has a well-rounded campaign and multiplayer, which makes it an excellent FPS experience.